Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Congrats on first. I know you gotta go to bed, but I appreciate you being here. Also, hi Razos and hi Box. I almost said hi to myself. Silly goose. That's not a viewer. That's you. I hope you're all doing good today. Oh, sorry if my voice is a little fucked up. Music 10 out of 10. Thank you. Anyways, I was goddamn Bezos. Okay, as I was saying, my voice is a little fucked. I don't know if you can tell. Um, the party that we were at last night, the Christmas work party thing, it was really loud at one point, and we were all kind of shouting to talk to each other. Yeah. So you got to deal with raspy voice. No, I don't drink though. That's the thing. Like I just was talking loud because like I was hanging out with people that I vibed with. I I'm a loud guy. I just a little noisy dude. Just okay. I'm gonna start the game now. We're gonna start with Slay the Princess because it's pretty fucking cool. First, the shrooms, now the hard liquor. I don't even drink. I don't even like. Actually, that's a lie. I do like mushrooms, but not the magic ones. Just the 12 hours. I just noticed. Oh, geez. Yep. We're playing all day. Let me get to Princess Lands. Welcome in, gamers. How far he has fallen since he garnered his Twitch fame. Yeah, I'm just an alcoholic now. This is a horror game, not intended for all audiences. Please visit the... Oh, wait, I gotta go find the website again. Real quick. Give me a second. Ba 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 ba. Content warnings. Boop. There you go. Please visit that website if you'd like to see the content warnings for the game before you stick around. Just be safe, please. Additionally, contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. So please, if you start having any issues, don't stick around. Turn off the stream, or at least like minimize it or something. Please don't add extra stress to your health. Thank you. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story, as we've seen. What is self-voicing? Okay, I don't need any of that. I'm working, so I'll mostly be lurking. Have a good work. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna be making most of the decisions this time, so that's okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh. Also, I haven't looked at the content warnings. I should probably do that, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I don't really have any sort of like absolute no-goes for that sort of thing. It might make me a little like, ooh, but I'll be fine. People are already starting off the day being difficult. Damn. Fuckers. All of them.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Oh,
it will be the end of the world.
Oh no. Okay, watch this.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Mm-mm. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll say the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. Guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. No. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Or quietly continue. Boop.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore
Goodbye.
that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I'm not gonna ignore him. I'm gonna ignore you.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
No.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Don't care.
If you don't do
Didn't
your
ask.
job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
That sucks. And the DM trying to railroad this story, huh? Selfish fucker. Yeah, I know. How dare a DM ever do that? Fuck you, narrator. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. That's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. I like that one. And emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Don't care, didn't
And
ask.
last I checked, you're part of everyone too.
No.
So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Nuh-uh.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path
Hello?
you came.
Waverly? Are you good? Are you a good girl? Wait. She's like pulling herself along the carpet with her claws because she likes to do that when she wants attention. And she's just going. No, Waverly isn't the one that nom-noms. It's Maven that nom-noms. Waverly just cries for attention. Hello, baby. What? Motherfucker. I went to go pet her and she ran. No, like she literally goes like. Well, that I 100% at this. I'll say my faves are Tower and Thorn. Well, I'll find those out eventually. Just I don't care which cat actually noms on your turkey legs. I just like to say. Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
You
now,
whore.
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
How many times do I gotta do this? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Sucks to be that.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar
music.
wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I think we broke the simulation. Also sounds like a minute fart than a more than a cat. You shut up.
Wait, what's going on?
We broke the system.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Sounds like when Sandy shoved Patrick to the trombone. I know what you're talking about. It's a meow trill. Yeah. Infinite number of princesses. We need to kill an infinite number of lives now? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
You've doomed us all. You know that.
You do yourself.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yippee! Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
What the fuck?
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
There's a wall.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods. Forever. Ooh. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your trick. I like that one. Those walls weren't here last time.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
You can't just walk off.
It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Interesting.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh no, we got the voice of the contrarian
He
again.
might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Do we want to try just sitting around waiting? Because I kind of want to do
The
that.
world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude.
It's my game.
Stuff those pathetic little voices to the
I don't
back of
care
your
that
mind
it's
and
my
stay
game.
focused on the
I'm playing it
task
with
ahead.
you, not by myself. If I can't run away, I'm just staying here forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
The fuck does that mean? Or the fuck does that mean? I'm playing with you? When did that happen? I don't know. You just did.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
No.
A warning before you go any further.
The big walls, is that the warning?
She will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah,
If
okay,
we're
we know
stuck
that.
going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay. Proceed.
The cabin interior is wrong. A
Oh,
confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's
ooh.
all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's not dangling off the edge of the table for once.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
A princess.
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Listen, the last time we went to go kill the princess, she had knife arms, idiot.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
I like the music,
And if
though.
you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
We're gonna shit ourselves.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
That sounds like avoidance.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Never.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah,
I'm not
fucker.
going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours.
Wow.
Quickly, if you
Wow.
don't mind.
Sounds like every manager ever.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Oh no,
What
spooky.
you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Okay, I'm fine.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Knife? 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 I don't know if we want to take the knife in with us this time. I don't know, because, like, we haven't actually met the princess yet. We don't know what kind of princess she is. What if she's nice? What if she's knife? I don't know. I don't know. It's these two. Knife, you say? I don't remember adding that to the 7 TV. That's cute, though. Little Kokomi with a knife. Okay, we'll take the knife then.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Knife, knife, knife. You're gonna get ready for bed now? Okay, take care. I will have a good stream. Thank you for hanging out. You know the saying, have a wife stab. No, no.
Okay, fine. You
No.
took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
What do you mean you shouldn't hold
Then how
that?
are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
What the
It really
fuck?
doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Keep your grip as it is. Fuck
Great.
you.
Keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits.
Throw the blade out the window. Nah, you gotta take the basement.
The door to the
What?
basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
I'm already lost.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
Just go straight down.
A discernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sure. That's
Her
what you say
voice,
every time.
a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Wow.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
That's the plan.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
No.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yippee. Oh no. Do we want harsh, center, or soft? Fuck. You said just go straight. I'm gonna do that.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases.
I should have saved before I did that.
So on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides.
We fucked.
You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Yippee.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
So
The only things experienced
You little
are the
sketchy
endless
lie.
repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
what the fuck? I thought those were all the different types of paths that you could take. What is with those eyes? Oh my god.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
That was weird.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
This is fine. I like this one.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oh god, she has no emotion.
We're probably stuck down here forever,
Oh.
aren't we?
Oh god.
There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
This is gonna happen again.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew.
Let him stew.
I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until? It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Where's the wisdom?
But what's done is
Shut
done,
up.
isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
No.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's your
Princess.
name? What? Your name is Princess?
It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Oh. Why is that all 3 options? What the fuck?
Is this a quiz? You're the one who came down here, and with a sharp, sharp knife, too. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Oh god.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Nope.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Yeah.
Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer.
Honestly.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it?
Blood and
Whose
destruction.
buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
I can.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
One more.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Uh-oh.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
Just pick one.
You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can't imagine. That's not the first time I've heard you say
This
that.
is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
I can do this.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
No.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
I think.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
You got this, Rotronk. I believe that you will bring about the end of the world. In you. Thanks. Do it.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, not feeling to slay the princess, just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming, to slay the princess, just as you strike at her binding, and leave her to languish alone. So that one I leave. This one I stab. This one I leave. This one I break the chain. This one I stab.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
Oh god. They're melting together. Together.
Witty to say. I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Together.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
He's
We
gone.
were never going to salvage this, were we?
Nope.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Oh god, they're all talking at the same time.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh god, what have we created?
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too is afraid of the things he's created?
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Idiot.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
It's going to be okay. Oh. The hands. They yoinked. When everything is possible, nothing is. Wow. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
I'm sure she's fine. Okay, time to go
Try
home.
and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
No, not at all. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me again. The decay. You've withered. Oh no. You've withered. That's not good. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Hello, Decay. Nice to meet you. Look at all those hands. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Interesting.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? Do you know what happens to the worlds that we leave behind? Figured out what you'll want when we finished. You still don't care what I bring with. How many more vessels do I need to bring you over to go back? This one.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Oh.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
That's surprisingly sweet. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
How fucking dare you assume I have a soul? This is 2023. We don't assume things. Anything that makes me like you more? I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. No opinion. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. No. I haven't. No. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Ooh.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Well, that's good. Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Crack. Everything goes dark, and you die. The princess. Bring the stranger to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is your here.
Yeah. Shut up. Silent.
You make your way up the short path. A warning.
Yeah, before you go any further, you should lie. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Yippee.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's killing time. Yeah.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess
Yay,
and
murder.
save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
She won't be angry.
Who's there?
Rot, you say?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I do find it interesting that, like, her personality changes depending on whether or not you have the knife in your hand. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
Nope,
with
no
the
knife
princess.
here.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Nah. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
She's gonna murder us if we do that.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare, little kid. Little boy. Don't you do it.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade
Grab it.
tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We can talk it out. I'm very fluent in many languages, but my primary language is knife stabbing. No, we're gonna talk now. I wanted to see what would happen.
We'll be fine. I don't know
No,
what
we
you're
won't.
hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
No, we won't.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay. Yes, yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You are apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter. What is your ASL? What? Like, as in American Sign Language? You might be too. What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? Explain to me. Do it. Do it right now. Tell me. It's an AOL Messenger chat for. Oh, exact location. Oh God. I don't know what's the. I don't know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter. Back in my day.
So you're not going to share?
Oh shit.
How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
What's your
She
name?
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note
Okay.
the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Bitch, it
We're
is.
two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, she's gonna cut her arm off again.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out
I
of her.
wonder if she would have answered honestly if I had actually, like, told her the truth. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
What was that supposed to mean, lady?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let y'all vote for this one. I like those options. Choice. Kill. Try to free. Or get to know her more, question mark? You got 2 minutes on that one. Bam. Bam. Oh, I'm stretching. I'm gonna go pet the cats real quick while y'all decide what to do. Bah. Have we done any of these before? No, not that I'm aware of. We have tried to save her technically before, but not when she's been a bitch. We didn't bring the knife down originally, and we were like, I can help you. And then she was all like happy, and then she ripped her arm off, and then we helped her. Let's get to know the crazy. I can fix her. Big paws, big stretchings. So sweet. Okay. Get to know her more.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't like that her hand's on the shackle now.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Uh-oh.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. I'm gonna let her free.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm doing
No.
whatever I want.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Are you sure about that? Nice. Excuse me. This one.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Rude. Leave and never come back.
Is someone else here? You try the door. You're here to slay the Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom?
Yeah, easier
for everyone.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I have the knife in my hand again. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before
already
long,
done
you're
this
able to
before,
crack through
technically.
bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Ooh, it's different this time.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Oh, he's gonna
You
control
can't
me
just
again.
let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, I don't want to.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Yeah, watch me. Oh, I'm gonna warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No, don't care, didn't ask.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Do you think she's actually gonna kill us instantly this time instead of the other one that's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she
Yep.
slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yippee!
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Fuck you, narrator. We win. Yeah, we win. The prisoner. So this is not the same as if we had gone down there
You're on
without the
path
knife originally.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Yeah,
is a princess. You're here to slay her.
If you know it'll be in that. Yeah. Oh, you bastard. No. We're just gonna proceed. Don't say anything.
A warning before you go any further.
I don't care.
She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Yep.
No, I didn't. Wink.
No, I didn't wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
No, I like the clown. I'm sorry, I'm so sniffly today. My allergies been acting up.
The
Oh.
interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Bum, bum, bum.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor,
Oh.
a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know if we should take the knife or not. Do it. Okay, I'll take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
True. I'm just worried because I know that taking the knife changes her personality. At least in the beginning. I don't know if it does it now. Enter the basement. I already know what the mirror is.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You say that every time, and I don't believe you anytime.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
We are the first, but we're also the second.
You
Oh
walk
my
down
God.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Damn, girl. That's, How much did all that equipment cost you, huh?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Yeah, but how am I gonna cut her out?
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
I did think about that, too.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yep. I'm just gonna leave her here. Okay. What are you thinking? Sit with her, talk. That's my prerogative. That's always my first go-to is use my excellent charisma skills. Yeah, okay.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Ooh. Oh, she's got chains in her crown. Does her crown change every time?
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks
Woof.
and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I think I'm just gonna heal you here, actually. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here.
Yep.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Oh well.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Come on, you know it's not that easy.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Thanks, I won't fucking need it.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Yeah, fucko. I like Skeptic.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
That's called manipulation.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Yeah, bitch.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, acceptance?
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At
Burn.
least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Watch me mess it up again.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
That doesn't answer the question. By saying, "Oh, even saying what I just said makes it more."
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No.
I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that, idiot, stinky.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Fight me, bitch. You're asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Either of those are a little worrisome.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Yeah, no, I'm not really interested in that option. This one.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I don't know, it's tempting. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She could be.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So,
True.
What should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Wow. So insightful. Thank you.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I think that's the more likely option. Wow, that's a lot of options.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth?
Then we're gonna get stuck.
He isn't. I am.
Help me, step bro.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Yippee!
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Yes?
Are we stuck here now?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Prison of the mind. Become your own jailer. Ooh, interesting.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Yeah, talk. This is fine.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Which was?
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Okay. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Going for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
That's rude. Wow, what a rude ass. She fits right in. She doesn't even say anything to that one.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for.
Tee
You're
hee.
waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
You're boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
You could rip your head off.
But there isn't. Time passes.
And you die.
It passes and passes
nope.
and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
I don't know, I'm fine.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
That's not an explanation.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger. and larger.
Yippee. You notice the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Okay,
Still
fine.
rude.
Jeez. Ooh.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
Ooh.
The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Maybe the chains will break off.
Doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
It's a game. We don't need to eat.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Uh-oh.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And?
He stopped talking. He's gone.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yippee. Uh-oh.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Goodbye, world. Wow, we've been getting endings left and right. Look at that. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
We're just
Where did she
gamers
go?
here.
Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
You know why it's here. Actually, I do. I don't even know if I want to talk to them. I've missed so much. We've done 2 endings since. We just got imprisoned with the princess, which was interesting. And before that, we tried to leave the cabin, and then we ended up making like thousands of fractal dimensions or something. And then when we found the princess, she was like 17 different princesses all in one. Yeah. So that's what happened earlier. Okay. Good recap. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It is final.
Right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Hydrate. Give me 1 second. Man, games have not been letting me prosper today. What? Have your games been being mean to you? You're unraveled. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm sorry, Alk. I hope you have better games soon, or now. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed. There she is. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
First it was Yu-Gi-Oh, then Mario Party, then Smash, then Mario Kart. Wait, like Master Duel Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I usually have a bad time when I'm playing that game, but I also don't have a very good deck. I can see how all of those games could potentially not let you prosper. Yeah, Master Duel, I'm so sorry.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No, I don't. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have
You run Blue
known
Eyes?
these spaces.
I run Dragon
I
Maid.
have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Wait, I've only known these spaces, and I've known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion, but all of those flickers over the long quiet. Okay.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
That's unfortunate for them. You think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay. Give me your thoughts on this vessel.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Yippee!
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Good. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I think so. I was playing against my friend, and the game kept giving me Deep Eyes, White Dragon, and Blue Eyes, Shining Dragon in my starting hand, which are laking. Oh. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, when I find him, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Ooh. Ooh. You and I are finally going to have answers. I like that
Do
option.
not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh, okay. This is the last stage for your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. No. How many more Aura cells do I need to bring you?
1.
Oh.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Wait, so... How many more? Are there not that many endings? I thought there were more. And then I kept giving him every single thing that he needed to survive and cook in every situation. Yeah, that happens. You know what's going to happen when you awaken.
If I did, I would already be awake.
True. This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart.
He plays Galaxy Eyes? I don't know what that means.
I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time
I'll
I
hydrate
see
again.
you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Wow. There's 97 achievements? Oh my god.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Thanks for checking. Oh, I died. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Whoa,
in
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
woods,
whoa. I don't remember
And
that.
at the
being
end
in
of that
middle.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
Yeah. These are telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted. No. It's just silent.
You make your way up. A warning. She will
Blah, 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 blah.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is a blade is your implement.
Yeah. Blade is my implement. If this is the last one we're bringing her, I want to be nice to her. So I'm not going to bring the blade this time. Kills you. But I don't know if I'm going to get the same one as the damsel or not.
A door
Unless
to the
there's another
basement
way.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Yeah.
A voice
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, it's me.
is hypnotizing. So don't let it fool you. It's
So part of the
all
music.
many-
Play. La, la, la. Lie, I'm here to save you. Last time we said I'm here to save you. This time I'm gonna lie.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone...
Yeah,
I
blah,
am
blah, blah, blah,
begging
blah.
you to stay for...
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I am Princess, Princess of the Princess Kingdom. Or sorry, Princess of the Kingdom. So it's Princess your name.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Oh.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
No, it's not.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right? Sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Can't believe they would keep you down here like this. Oh, no. Gotta go back to the call with my friend, but have a good stream while I'm... No worries. You take care. Have a good time with your friend. Thanks for coming to hang out, Alk. I don't know what you'd... Probably know you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Apparently it's supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I want to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I guess that's true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
It's true.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Uh-huh.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yep.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Risk?
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's subjugating mean? I want to pick the first one. I want to see what that does.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
No, nobody liked that idea. Damn.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Oh.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
We're getting the knife.
You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her
What? Whoa.
voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
I just hope she's still in her chains by the time we get down there.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Uh-oh.
Where the
Uh-oh.
princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Uh-oh. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually... Come on, wake up.
Can't fall asleep down here. I don't know if we should wait or not. Venture into the shadows is probably going to get us killed, but if we keep waiting, we're going to fall asleep, and then she's going to just...
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind
Dead.
and drags you to the floor. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood.
Uh-oh.
I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Whoops.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
We'll do it again. The beast. Uh-oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed.
A warning, she will lie.
Yeah.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Oh no, we got the hunted.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
No, she's not.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Maybe. Proceed.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table
Yum, yum,
with a
yum.
pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yum, yum, yum.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
What do you think happens if we don't take the blade? Whole time.
Knife.
I'm only making this a minute. Start. Ooh. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I just take another sippy sip. So I'm thinking, because this one's called The Beast. I'm assuming that she's going to be more animalistic in this one. I have a feeling if we don't take the knife, we're just going to fucking die. But I'm curious. My instinct is to take the knife. My curiosity is to say, what happens if we don't? But as the hunted said, maybe we have to rely on instinct this time. I don't know. I'll see what you all say. We signed up for death when you started this game. You picked no, didn't you? Oh boy. Okay.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
Hey, we saw what happened last time we tried to come back up for the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
There's dirt above us. And that looks like it's open.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're
Oh.
descending into a jungle. If the princess
no.
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, we should have brought the knife. This is a bad fucking idea.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
This is precisely why I chose no.
Ah.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a
damn.
starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
I can see her tail.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's right fucking there. Same. Also, I redeemed another hydrate. Yeah, I know. I took the sippy. I took that sippy already. Don't worry. I'll take another one though, just for you. Look at that. Double sippy.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Is she still connected to it?
Remember, she's just a princess.
Oh, she is definitely not. Did you see that tail?
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
Damn.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Good lord.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
That one.
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole.
Oh.
And I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
I don't like this one. I think we made a wrong choice.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
Kinda looks like a
She's
lion.
Just a princess. Don't overthink
Don't
it.
overthink
She's
it.
Clearly not.
Yeah, clearly.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot.
I like this one. This one's neat.
Back foot keeps
Hi,
us
Octopus.
nimble.
Yeah, you
Keeps
do.
us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive.
Jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Stairs time.
Yes, now's our chance. Quick. Right, I agree. We can't do anything without a weapon. We can regroup once we're armed and try to figure out a better plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. As you turn to sprint for the stairs, you feel you instinctively glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun,
Uh-oh.
too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
We got edited.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You're in a
Ooh.
dark, caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you.
God, no,
and
I'm like a
slick
kitty munching on a
surface
turkey
impossible
leg.
to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Ew.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Icky.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her
I
flesh,
sippy sip
you
now.
hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
Want, want.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And
You-
then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
Do
We
something.
don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Claw and bite.
Like the cornered animal you are,
Ugh.
tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Can you talk to the
I
cabin?
understand it, and it
Ooh.
understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Again you tear,
Rip.
heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur of feverish motion fueled by the desperation to fight against being reduced to lifeless molecules and meat.
This is very uncomfortable.
Pulling becomes to bang as the princess desperately throws everything to the door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
I'm gonna keep fighting back.
Your energy is fading.
Oh,
You can hear her heart thumping somewhere close.
this is fine.
There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming, the acid pooling around you now a soup of your skin and meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse. But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets. What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Thank God that's over. The wild. Whoa. Also, fuck you, we're taking the knife this time. Whoa.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
What the fuck is this?
His gaze pushes
What
against
knife?
their borders,
Honestly.
pulling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Wah wah.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
I sippy sip again. Brocat trying to keep me hydrated all fucking day.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye.
Brocat
or
trying to
with
make
a
you pee if there's a
passing
jump scare.
glance.
You're out of points now? Aw. It's okay, thank you for keeping me hydrated.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one. But you don't have to be afraid of me.
Oh, you got to the den.
There's no
Just another good-
place where you end
I don't know what the den is, but don't worry about it.
Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
She eated us.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away.
Chapter name is what it
We
technically
don't
is.
even exist as a body anymore.
I don't remember seeing the chapter name. I'm for gore. Oh, this one is the wild. Yeah, this one's the wild.
We're still here, though.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
If
I
we're
understand.
safe, isn't that better? She
Yeah.
ate you,
My bad. Don't worry
and
about
now
it.
you're
It's
convinced that
okay.
you're stuck together. What a mess.
What a mess. I kind of speedran this yesterday. I know, you showed me. You were like, look, I got all 100% achievements. I was pretty impressed. I think the last one was Beast. Yeah, we did Beast before this, then Wild.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Yes.
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the woods.
After seeing everything normal once, I started hitting tab. All kind of blended together after the 50th run. This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
No, you're watching.
That's not an answer to our question.
Yeah, fuck
I
you.
don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
You don't have maybe over half of the achievements? I see. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it all during this stream, but because we're probably going to stop playing Slay the Princess at some point and do some other stuff. Playing intermittently and finding them as you find them. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Here to give a drive-by cheer for 200 followers. You go, Rachonk. You're out. Oh, thanks, Atsu. Thanks for coming to stop by. Have fun on your drive-by.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to be inside her. Maybe I want to be a part of her. Yeah, that's better. Maybe I want to be a part of her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't want to do that.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
Yeah, we are.
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
No. Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being like this. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? Okay, let's say I want to stop her. What do I do? I feel like I can't do much of anything right now. I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him? I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? Whatever we are right now is an abomination. I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me, and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, you, narrator, how do I stop her? Do nothing.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
Okay.
She's trying to use you.
No.
After everything she's done,
You are.
You should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
No. Embrace your transformation. Ooh.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
What was that supposed to mean?
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? This is all too much. Why can't we just let her do as she sees fit?
No, we gotta help.
She's the one who can handle being vast. It's not for us. It's not for me.
I don't know, I'm pretty vast.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
Okay.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Yes. There's a place you need to be, you just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
That's what you think.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
You sound like you're getting scared.
All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
Yeah, we're real.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I do.
Of course we do. To the ends of the earth.
Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
How dare you? Oh. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flooding against it. This is the only one I remember broken being tolerable.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
No.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm at your side. Shatter it.
Although I don't remember
free
if broken
your
was in it
soul.
for me. I got here another way, I think. Oh, interesting. Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be. Whoa. Is that grass growing in the background? It's got little pieces of dew on it.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, just trust
It
me.
feels
Blah,
so
blah.
bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us.
Mirror time. You approach the mirror.
I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. How horrible do I look this? You are nothing at all. I should have expected that. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. It's a crow. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, that's the narrator. crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh no. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? Wait, what's that flickering? Oh, that's his eyes. So it hurt One Piece if you break off like that. Yeah. Yeah, the last run that we did, she was like, you only need to bring me one more. And I was like, okay. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I was supposed to see all this, wasn't I? Destroy the mirror. You're the narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What ending did you get? Don't know yet. We shall see. Does it hurt when PZ break off like that? No. I'm gonna say, if you're not me, then what are
I'm
you?
an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
So we, out of all 5 of them, the first one we did was the blade one, where she was made out of swords. The second one we did was the damsel. The third one was the... Oh, the stranger. And then the prisoner. I think that's what that one's called. And now this one, nothingness. Or whatever this is called. Others like you said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. If you made me, then what am I?
Or the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. Would you want to rid the world of... how am I supposed to rid it? No, why would you want
If
to?
you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
The world of death. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. Pretty sure death is good, actually important even. What is the princess did you make her to?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, there's so many options. Oh my god. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life. Forever.
Ain't no way.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
For everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Pretty sure death is good, actually. Important,
If
even.
that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die.
Wait, didn't I already say
So
that?
you can't grasp.
Well, that's useless. Does anyone else know about this? About us?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her?
Of course they won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
I don't trust them.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Wow. Death of the author, run out of questions. I'm not going to Slayer, and I want you to know that before you die for good. One last fuck you.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I love it when it says option. Lie. Option.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragments of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator is white. The narrator is white. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Wow, racist. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Endless vessel. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Where is she? Oh God. Hello.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
That's a lot of bodies.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Wait, we were one at one point?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Okay. I like this one. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth.
To face.
Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back to it?
Though that was us before we were us, there is no turning back. For all the echo's delusion, he still managed to reshape reality itself. Though he could not destroy what could not be destroyed.
Interesting.
We are intertwined, but we are separate. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
No. I kind of want to see all of the things that she says.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
Ooh.
Our masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything.
Wow.
A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now.
You saw with a single pair of eyes what you needed dozens to comprehend.
Chaos.
And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. Your nightmare pegs a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight for beyond. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
I'm ready. I want to leave with you.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free myself. Yippee. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything is here, except for her. Oh no, everything here, except for her, is you. And feel your wings, spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite place.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Hi, Thomas. Welcome in. How are you doing today? You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Hello there, I almost forgot about you doing the 12 hour. I didn't say specifically that it was going to be 12 hours, but I did mention that it was going to be like all day. So 12 hours it is. The grass. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yippee! Wow. The voices in your head, the princess. Wait. Okay, so that was also the... We did it! Wow. Patreon alpha testers. Cat eating a hamburger. Our song. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh. Thank you so much for playing as an expression for our gratitude. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Wait. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Princess, World Ender, The Razor, Shifting Mound. It's always that easy. Between everything. I don't like small talk. The Wild, The Long Quiet. Okay, cool. F12. Join the Discord. Join the mailing list. Join the subreddit. Follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. Play our other game. Let's make your playlist do. Oh, they have it all on Spotify. Interesting. Return to the main menu. Yippee! Honk. So if I try to load the game... Okay, so I'd have to do a new game to get all of the achievements. I understand. Okay. I'm gonna put up a poll, and then I'm gonna go pee.
What now?
So we've been playing for like 2 hours. Subnaga is an option. Melatonin, because I haven't played that yet. You have to play through several times to get everything. That's okay. Mario Wonder, Wind Waker, or get more endings. Okay, I'm gonna leave that up for 5 minutes. We're gonna go pee and pet the cats. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, hey. That's excuse me. Huh? Come on. There we go. What was that? I don't know. Don't worry about it.